guys, I feel like I would just hop on YouTube Live, and I thought, whatever way to use YouTube Live, it's probably more for these little moon musings. And today I just wanted to chat with you a little bit about this new moon in Taurus. And I'm just going to give you a mini download for those of you who are in my Appreciate community. You will have the full chat in your when you go into Appreciate this week. But for all of you guys who are watching on YouTube and curious about this new moon in Taurus, my interpretation of it and kind of my intuitive musings around it are really, one, you have to specifically look at where Taurus is in your chart. So we're all going to feel it, especially because there's a Taurus-Uranus transit going on. But where you have Taurus in your chart is where you're going to feel it the most. And I'll get to that a little bit more at the end. But in general, Taurus is the bull. Taurus is strong and stable and secure, can be a little stubborn. Taurus represents our connection to earth, our connection to our safety and security, and oftentimes can be connected to money and material possessions, really grounded things. When I think of Taurus, I also think of a big, strong tree. Right? It has that similar bull-like energy where it's really powerful when it decides to go somewhere, but it's also very powerful in its stillness and its rootedness. So this new moon, when you're thinking of setting your new intentions, I would really think around your root chakra kind of area. Where is your sense of stability and security? Where are you connected? Are you connecting with nature and the earth enough? A lot of you guys might be experiencing more of a pull to be more eco-friendly if you're already not, to get more involved in taking care of the earth, whether that's through your diet or through your household projects or through gardening. This is a great new moon to have that be part of your ritual. Be part of your ritual, maybe taking care of your house or planting in your garden, or taking care of your garden, or getting a plant, or getting a flower. This is a great moon to go out and spend in nature and really meditate in nature and do your ritual in nature. It's also, again, time to really think about where could my foundation use more strength, right? And when I think about that, when I think about Taurus and I think about that earth energy and that grounded and that rootedness, we can create so powerfully when we feel stable, when we feel secure, when we feel like our needs are met, when we feel like our cup is full, then we really have access to all of the higher realms, right? We have access to that creativity. We have access to our heart, to speaking our truth, our self-expression. But if we don't have that strong foundation, that strong stability in us, whether that is in your self-care, in your diet, in your home life, in your financial life, in your meditation or spiritual life, are you giving yourself enough me time, right? All of those elements really allow us to be strong and allow us to be like bulls and like trees and really like feel secure and powerful in our presence. And so that's where I would be looking this new moon is really, I always say this when I teach my moon classes or when I'm working with my clients, is for you to naturally see what's coming up for you. That's the beauty of the moons, right? Is that for me, I can, look at your chart, see where Taurus is at, and see what's specifically affecting you. But what I find even more fascinating is usually just asking somebody, what's kind of felt like it's been on your plate this week? What has felt like it's been coming up for you? Have you been randomly attracted to going down Facebook feeds that are talking about easy ways to be more green, easy ways to be more eco-friendly in your life? Have you been naturally really craving going out into a park or the beach or on a hike? Have you been thinking a lot about your finances, a lot about your home? Have you been having that itch to clean, right? I've definitely been having that itch to do like not even the cleaning, but also maybe a painting and a rearranging of some of the things in my home. Those are great things to pay attention to because the energy is already moving through you. So it's already kind of giving you hints as to where to look. So follow those hints. Notice what's coming up. Notice what feels like on your plate. And when you're sitting down tonight and setting your intentions, really think about that. Think about, obviously all of us would benefit from being more eco-friendly, from connecting with nature, from taking care of our finances, and our baseline foundation of taking care of ourselves, right? But notice where are your personal cracks right now? Where are you feeling particularly pulled? And when you're writing your intentions, you might want your new moon intentions to be around that. Maybe it is creating a more regular financial plan. Maybe you're creating a better strategy in your business. Maybe it's about budgeting and just paying attention to your finances. Maybe it's about scheduling a weekly date where you go take a walk in the sunshine and go to a park near you and spend your lunch break in the park and just connect to nature and feel that renewal and feel the messages that come with nature. A lot of my girlfriends have been getting nature messages, as well as a couple of my clients this week, which is no surprise with Taurus in the sky, because nature connects us to divine timing, right? One of the big themes about nature is divine timing, is trust and surrender, right? You plant a seed, all you can do is put it in the sunshine, make sure it's in soil, water it, but then you really, you can't manipulate it to grow. You have to allow it to grow in its own time. You plant it and you make sure the environment is fertile. And then you have to let your projects, your goals, the things that you're calling into your life, you have to let them grow in their own time, which is a hard, earthy lesson for us. And also another earth lesson while we're on it that has come up for a couple of my clients this week too, is the connection between taking care of ourselves financially and self-care and self-love. I think oftentimes, especially in the spiritual world, we like to disconnect the two. We think about self-care and self-nourishment and self-love, like bubble baths and meditation and eating nourishing food and going to yoga class. And we kind of keep our finances to another side. But actually, I think what Taurus teaches us is that our finances are an integral part of our self-love and self-nourishment and self-care. Because if you're taking care of yourself financially, if you're creating consistent income, if you're, managing your money wisely and respecting your money, then you are filling your cup up. Then you do feel secure. It's hard to do great work in the world when you are distracted with trying to pay rent or trying to figure out what the next meal is going to come from. So when we can handle our base needs and we can be responsible about the things that we need to ground us, so that we can be taken care of, so that if we need to go to see that doctor, or we need to go on that trip, or we need to get a massage because our muscles are sore, or we want to buy organic foods and they're a little bit more expensive, right? Then we can take care of ourselves. And when we're taking care of ourselves in that way, then we can do our great work in the world. Then we can go out and we can help each other people, taking care of those basic needs. It's putting our oxygen mask on first, and there's no shame in that game. Having money, having security, having a good home, keeping, having your base strong allows you to be stronger when you go out in the world, especially, in the day and age that we live in, where there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of people really standing for their rights, a lot of pushback. There's a lot of, kind of crazy energy, so to speak, right, in the world right now. And when we have our home, when we take care of our foundation, then it allows us to really be powerful forces of light and go after those other things and speak loudly about the things we're passionate about, and know that our cup is full and know that we're taken care of. It's a good thing. It's a self-loving thing. And I think that is a big message of Taurus. So I hope this was a helpful little musings. I hope it kind of directed your intentions for this evening. You can feel the new moon for the next 3 days. You'll be in its energy. Uranus is moving into Taurus, which is an interesting connection, because Uranus is kind of like the great awakener. It's the great disturber. It's very surprising, right? Whereas Taurus is very strong and steady and earthly and doesn't really like change and wants to, just stay where it is. So you may feel a little bit of inner conflict between areas that you're feeling like you want to make some massive changes in. You're also feeling resistant, a little stubborn. And it's important to just honor that and to, to move through it in the way that's for your highest good. And So I hope this was helpful. For those of you who want to dive deeper, I'll include the link to go on appreciate.com if you want to do my full workshop. We do weekly workshops on appreciate.com, my spiritual gym membership. I'll also be in LA live tonight at Unplugged Meditation at 9 p.m. You can come join me for a moon meditation. And for this specific new moon, I've decided to offer some moon magic sessions, which is the first time ever. But I work with clients regularly, and we do kind of connect to the energy of the moon a lot. And like I mentioned before, depending on where Taurus is in your chart will depend on kind of what's really coming up for you this moon. So if you're interested in a moon magic session, we'll really zero in on where Taurus is for you, talk about what's coming up, what intentions you can set, what actions you can take, as well as I can give you a personalized ritual based on that specific area of your chart. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out the info below for that. And I hope that you guys love my channel, explore, check out some of the free meditations, all the awesome Eat with Intention episodes, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.